Hi guys, and today I am at Mercedes World near London to test out this new Canon RF lens, the Canon RF 16mm f2.8. Canon's so far widest angle prime lens for their RF mirrorless cameras, and today we're working out if it's worth a spot in your camera bag. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, this lens looks rather familiar, and you'd be right. This lens looks pretty much identical to the RF 50mm f1.8, including the control ring that you can find on the top, as well as the control focus switch that will allow you to customize this lens to your own preferences. I have mine connected to ISO, which means I can change my exposure quicker, but you can have it changed to anything you like, including white balance. The RF 16mm f2.8 only comes in at 165 grams, which is 5 grams more than the RF 50mm f1.8. So these two lenses really are designed very, very similar, which I think makes these two lenses great if you're interested in travel landscape photography. Now, 16mm is incredibly wide angle, and on full frame cameras, you are going to get a little bit of barrel distortion, and especially distortion in the corners. But if you place it with one of Canon's new mirrorless APs-C cameras, like the Canon EOS R5 or R10, you are going to get less distortion. With that lens placed with that camera, you're going to get a roughly 24mm equivalent crop with the APs-C sensor. Now, Mercedes World is full of interesting cars, and if you're a car enthusiast like myself, it is a great place to go for a day trip. You've got cars that were owned and driven by Lewis Hamilton, but you've also got normal road-going cars. Take this car, the Mercedes-Benz CLK AMG Black Series. This car was actually owned by Jeremy Clarkson after he reviewed it in Top Gear Series 11. So it's definitely a great day out if you are a car enthusiast. Now, this lens's minimum focus distance is just 13 centimeters, which means you can get incredibly close to your subject, and while offering a 16mm focal length, you can get quite unique shots. Now, couple that with the f2.8 aperture, which means it's great for low light photography, but also you can get quite interesting and unique bokeh with this lens. So what do I think of this wide angle prime lens? Well, I absolutely love it. In fact, I loved it so much, I went ahead and brought it. The lens that I reviewed today is my very own RF 16mm f2.8. I think it is a great lens for environmental portrait photography, but also landscape photography. And if you're after a travel lens, you can't go wrong with this 16mm. And couple that with the 50mm, I think these two lenses here are perfect if you're interested in travel landscape photography. But write it down in the comments below what you think of this lens. Do you own it, or are you thinking of buying it? Make sure to write it down below in the comments. I've been James for Wex Photo Video, and I'll catch you guys next time.